my name is Soleil and welcome back to the Little Reader's Corner. Today I'm going to be doing the first installment of my writing journal videos throughout the summer and into the near future until I finish this book and go on to the next one. So first, a little background. I have been writing since I was 10 years old and had to do an assignment for my homeschooling, which was to write a 2-page-ish long story from the prompt Magic Pencil, which turned into a 40-page manuscript that was highly inspired by Narnia and Aragon. Yep, and since then I have really enjoyed writing and have completed, I believe at this point, 4 books, all mostly unedited in their like first or second draft stages, which still have to be edited, but you know, that's future Soleil's problem. So I do have one book that I actually got printed. It is not available anywhere because first off, it is only like the 3rd draft and still needs major revision, and yes, the cover page got a little messed up, but you know, it's fine. It's a book and I love it, so yeah. So this summer I want to work on the next book that I have been working on for a while, and it is going to be thick. Very, very thick. Without giving too much away of the story, plot, or characters, it takes place from the perspective of 5 different characters on 3 different planets. There are space dragons, star gods, all that good stuff. So for this summer, I have made myself a couple spreads from my June bullet journal onwards. So first, I just have generally my little June calendar, which right now I'm finishing up my finals, so after that I will be much more free. And here's just a little week. Here is my June TBR, which I talked about in a video that I will link down below. Thoughts on books that I'm reading. I haven't really filled that out very much. Then I have my reading spread, which I have read more than that, I swear. It's just mostly through audiobooks. Here comes my first writing spread. So I am looking at words written rather than pages or time spent, since it's just basically the first draft. So I'm just working on getting the story out on the page, and in revision I will work on cleaning it up and making it better. I have first one for this next coming week, which probably I won't get a lot of word count in since it is the last week of my finals. So we'll see how well that goes. And then the following week will probably be a little bit better. I do have some spreads. These are the characters and like little inspiration pages of the people in my novel. Ooh, look at them. Aren't they cute? I love them. The outline is just based off of Cat from Cattastic's 3 acts, 9 blocks, 27 chapters outline. And then since I have 3 different perspectives, every chapter is from each of those perspectives. So yeah, if you do that math really quick, that's 81 chapters. Yes, so 81 chapters is what I'm going for, and every chapter is 2,000 words. So yes, I am going for about 160,000 words. So this is going to be a thick book, and it is high fantasy sci-fi. So love that for me. Love that sweet world building. Woohoo! I tried to outline. Look how well that went. And I'm going to be outlining the rest of my novel during this time. I am somewhere between a pantser and a planner. So I used to be much more of a pantser. I wrote 3 books without planning them at all, and they actually turned out pretty okay. This one I tried to plan a little bit more, and this one is a little more of a mess towards the beginning. The beginning is a disaster. The end turned out just fine, I think. With this one, since it is such a thick book and has 3 different perspectives, and each one of those has entirely different characters and story arcs, it has to be planned, otherwise I'm going to lose everything. I can't even remember the last names of all of my characters right now, so it has to be planned. So I've mainly been planning as I go and like making notes as I go, which is the only way that I can truly plan, since if I plan out the whole novel, then like the excitement and like mystery of writing is kind of lost. And that's one of like my favorite things in writing, when I'm just typing away and I figure something out as I'm going and like am able to connect the plot somehow. So I don't want to lose that, because that is what really gives me the joy in writing. So we don't want to lose that. Yes, please. And so that is what I currently have for my bullet journal in terms of writing. I currently have about 22,000 words, and I think I'm going to participate in Camp NaNoWriMo, which is in July. So if you're also participating in Camp NaNoWriMo, let me know. I will link down their page down below. If you don't know what Camp NaNoWriMo is, it is basically a smaller, more low-key version of NaNoWriMo, which if you don't know what NaNoWriMo is, that is National Novel Writing Month, which takes place in the month of November. And basically the premise is to write 50,000 words in the month of November, which is approximately 1,667 words per day, every day until the end of November. I've participated every year since 2015 in NaNoWriMo. I have not won every year. I have won 2 or 3 times where I have completed the 50,000 words. Those were in high school when I had less stuff to do than now when I'm in college. So the last 2 years I have not gotten a lot of writing done in November, because November is usually really wild. So Camp NaNoWriMo usually works out better, especially the one in July. I did participate in the one in March or April. So for this round of Camp NaNoWriMo, I think I'm going to set my word count at 25,000 words, which is half of what I would be writing during a normal NaNoWriMo of 50,000 words. So that'll be like 800-ish words per day, which I think is pretty feasible because I type very fast. I will update you once I get more into actually writing more of my novel and more the process of how it's going, and more writing spreads and what kind of methods I'm using, any tips and tricks that I've learned along the way from my last almost 11 years of writing. Woohoo. So if you are a writer or you are a part of AuthorTube, which I'm trying to just slip my way into, let me know if you're working on something, if you are also a writer, if you have any thoughts on what I'm working on, if you're a planner or a pantser or any of those kinds of things. And if you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button. If you want to see more of me, please feel free to subscribe, and then I'll just kind of pop up in your little subscriptions box and be like, hey, how's it going? And you can get more updates from me. Yeah, and with that, I hope you have a lovely day and keep writing. Bye! There's the cat. Oh yes, remember my lofty goals for spring break? Yeah, those didn't happen.